Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So we're drawing the pool rune, and we got Hagalaz, which almost kind of gives the tone of a tower, destruction, endings, crisis, chaos, to create room for a new beginning. We are going to get into an emotion here with this to see. Naturally, we probably are feeling a little nervous. We got shy. It's not really the word I would have used. I saw the opposite first, and the opposite is confident. And I thought maybe the negative or the lesser vibration undertone would have had something to do more with uh, nervous, concerned. So when we look at a tower in general, the majority could look at it as real destruction, like I am losing my home, my car, a family member, a friend, a romantic partner, a job, something drastic instability. But a lot of times in Tower, and I was guilty of it walking into this message with looking at it as it was going to be a negative undertone. Maybe we are viewing this experience, we can just look at shy very blatantly that uh, people are going to reject me. People aren't going to see me. I'm nervous of what they're going to think of me. How are they going to view me? And going into, I don't know quite yet what this situation is tied to, but going into this, uh, whether we forcefully put ourselves out there in some way uh, through that process, taking that, and I don't really want to say the word risk, but it's kind of coming off that way, putting ourselves out there in that position, it it is it is like that good tower. We're breaking the ice on something. We're putting ourselves out there and we see, oh, it isn't so bad. But whatever, I can't speak for all on shy or what this shy might be connected to, but what is behind it, if we really think about that. With the opposite of being confident, we could look at uh, is it our self esteem? Is it that maybe we have a different view or where there's a lot of comparison, naturally around shy. And when we walk in that, and excuse me, I can't talk. When we walk in that energy, we admit that, and people can notice it. And I don't mean it so much that everybody notices it on face value. They might notice it on an energetic signature subconsciously, and they can navigate their way through it to see that, hey, this person isn't confident, but that person that thinks that may actually be working out of their ego. And they're more like egotistical person, and I am the best, and I am alpha male or alpha female or whatever we want to look at. And maybe you don't want to portray that energy. There's a lot of different ways to look at shy, but uh, how can we be content? The way that this is blocked, the way that I'm seeing it through the screen right now, there's a chord in front of me, and it almost looked like content. Content with ourselves as we are. Content with the space where we're not fully seeking external validation. I want to say not seeking external validation at all, but I think naturally in human experience, that is going to be a constant that would be difficult to change. King of Wands reversed. Manipulation. I'm looking at that right there as inside. How we can manipulate ourselves. Our, we want to say our mind, but I like to say the wound. Whatever the insecurity is, the worry, the fear, the trauma, maybe something happened long ago that we were embarrassed easily, where people always made fun of us, and we took it. So we always kind of became that dumping ground for that situation. Uh, Maybe we I don't want to say judge, but let's just go with the idea of like people watch and maybe we are intuitively know all about those people, but really we think we're just projecting. Maybe when, since we're doing it, we would assume others are doing it onto us as well. Uh, it's still, I'm having trouble talking on that one subject. It feels, it's gone now again. It'll come back. But mostly what I talk about on this channel it goes back a lot into self and how we may be holding ourselves back. Where are these emotions coming from? And how can we resolve them without needing the external to fix it for us? Because that's not really coming from an empowered state. That is still a dependency of some sort that is based upon validation and the need for something external to make us feel whole again. This is all building this inside. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being shy, like on a surface level. Like say I wanted to ask a girl out that I found attractive, and I was a little nervous to do so because she was pretty, and who wants to be rejected? But that's not really why I would be shy. It's just it's a pretty girl. You know, you got to go up and talk to her. How can you walk up and feel confident? That would almost be this coming into this comparison and it's giving this like less than. Like, oh yeah, that's whatever, that's a nobody. It's something of value, if that makes sense. And uh, yeah, it's not coming from a. So I don't see that shy as a problem because that's pretty normal. I would think that because you're looking at it as a valuable item. The other confidence driven is ego, but the confidence that I'm talking about uh, is being comfortable in your own skin and really being okay with that whole idea that hey, if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. And if I'm an energetic match to it, it's okay. You know, if not, it's okay. I feel like I'm all over the place. Maybe this is the energy that you're in. Seven of Swords, dishonesty. Uh, just being yourself is obviously the best policy. Maybe we think we need to show up in a certain way to. It's. I think we're going with this relationship aspect. That what else would it be at this age? I mean, I guess you could be looking for a new friend or a business partner, but it feels more on a romantic term that since I led with that, asking somebody out or telling them how you feel or whatever it may be. Uh, I honestly look at the Seven of Swords often as changing the odds to better your situation. Uh, we can use the word cheating, but it doesn't feel like that in this message. It feels more like uh, feeling the need to present ourselves a certain way to like, and not cover up for this, but maybe like we can play this off if we think back, depending on how the shy is. We can just play it off as a joke to cover up the awkwardness, you know, uh, or the clumsiness, or whatever we want to use. The need to not have to do it. High Priestess, intuition. But you're drawn to this person for a reason. There is something there. There's a reason. And we can go back and twist everything around in our mind. We can do that comparison. We can do a Venn diagram, all sorts of comparing and changing. I feel really uncomfortable in this message. I feel really out of place. I don't feel like I'm making any sense. I don't know how it's going to look when I actually feel embarrassed. Like that I don't even know what I'm saying out here and this is weird. So, clearly I see why now, you know, why we're feeling this. And I'm looking at this pile of emotions, and right on top, the word rejected is. And I get that. No one wants to be rejected. It's understandable. But why are you being pulled? Why are you being pulled that way? What is it about this person? Maybe you don't know. Five of Wands, clashed interest. It's comparing. This is under manipulation, and this is in the mind. All this comparing, this comparison of whether or not compatibility, but I'm not even looking at it that way. I'm looking at it more like internally, like uh, that there's like this opposite standing of the two parties, but yet there's a strong magnetic pull, and we're trying to justify, trying to not have to do it. This is where this good tower, if we will, comes through. This good upheaval, destruction to get out of your comfort zone and do it. It's always going to get louder and louder, and then you'll finally come forward and it will be a bit of a mess, you know? Ten of Wands reverse. Released burdens. Yeah, do it already. Just go with it. Just do it. Strength reversed. Insecurities. Very concerned. This is underneath intuition as well, and it may have something to do with this comparing again, this weighing of the scale. Before I mentioned of like value and seeing this person as valuable, and not like in a monetary way, just like a good person, or maybe they have their things figured out, and maybe we're like, well, they could have anybody, why would they want me, kind of thing, and look at my baggage, or whatever it may be, or what could I really bring to the table, like really knocking ourselves down. But you know what, I mean, I can't get anybody to do anything through a computer camera. You know, it's all in you, and whenever you feel ready to. But if this energy is true and what you feel is true, well, what does it matter at that point? You don't have to show up like this. And so what if you show up like this, or you're awkward, or you're clumsy? If the energy is true, it's true. You know, it doesn't matter. Maybe they'll laugh instead of what you think would take place. And right underneath that, we got truth. Just be honest. Isn't that always the best policy? Why would we want to try to change the odds, or mess something up to better our chances of something, and then we walk in there on a false foundation, and then maybe it fails pretty shortly because we weren't even honest in the beginning. A lot of things to think about. I'm sure they've been going through your head all over and all the time about this, but like, isn't it just easier just to say it? It is hard. It is hard. But what if it did happen? What if it did work out? Wouldn't that be amazing? Something to think about. Hopefully this made sense. I don't know. It's all over the place. If it resonated, feel free to like or comment, and I will talk to you later. See ya.